Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs? How are you all doing? Welcome back to Sale with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get a gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hot. Of course, you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a far long fame? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the hot. First off, guys, I'm not going to lie to you guys. The heat down here in Nigeria is just too much. And me, I am allergic to heat. Like, all my body is reacting to this weather. How is weather in your country? Are you in Nigeria or are you outside Nigeria? Where are you? How is the weather over there? Because here, Lagos, Nigeria, currently is so hot. Anyways, guys, let's enter gist without wasting much time. Keeping up with the housemates, the game is actually starting. Yes, the game has begun. When you've had the head of house game, that means the game has officially begun. Meanwhile, the game to me started when Biggie gave Neil, the assignment about the power influence. The influence power, which was a power influence. So guys, I just said you guys from my previous video on how that played out, right? If you have not seen it, go back to my previous video and follow up so that you will catch up on what's up with the housemates. So guys, it was time for the head of house game. Biggie was like, okay, first thing first, Neil, she stood up. Yes, Neil winning the power influence, and now she's supposed to, Biggie was telling the housemate that she is supposed to choose one of the housemates who would sit out from tonight's head of house game. That is the first ever head of house game for bbnazansi season 4. The housemates were like, okay. So then Neil, and then it was time for her to make her selection. Oh, the housemates were thinking, who will it be? Who will it be? Even me, I was like, who will she pick? Because of course, we all know the game just started. The game just started, virtually just started, and they do not have any ish. I think maybe she would just go with whoever her mind tells her, and yes, she chose Else's. Yes, she should choose Else. This her name self, they do me, so her Else's, Else. Which one? Okay, Else. So she chose Else, as the person that will sit out for the game. This thing Biggie just did is just that the game has officially started, because else to keep wondering, what did I do that would actually make this girl select me? Is it that we are not vibing enough? Though a day is still small for you to think things like that. So I think no hard feelings should be there though. But as human, you would think out of everybody, 23 housemates, 22 aside Neil, and you choose me. Why? You would definitely want to ask, like, why? Anyways, that one aside, the why maybe we'll get to know later. Definitely one of the diary session, they would discuss that. She would give her reason why she chose her. So until then, let's continue. So first off, the housemates were asked to pick each other they were actually asked to, divide themselves into two pairs. Okay, so they now choose their partner. They think maybe it's something they need to fight against others for, until beginner told them that they would have to do that against themselves. First off, they have to go on their knees, backside, as in sit on their knees backside, just the way they are sitting on it. A ball is placed in their front, so the pairs that were together, they would have to see who would take the ball first at the sound of the buzzer. I don't know if you guys get me. The two pairs, Biggie asked them to actually choose pair. So each of the housemates pick one pair. I think that's the reason why one of the housemates needs to sit out for this particular game. Yeah. So they had to be into pairs, just like the way you're seeing on the picture. And then the pairs are meant to, go for the game together. Like they have to fight for who would win, pick the ball first. So at the sound of the buzzer, the two pair, Biggie would measure the pair, and then they would actually wait for the sound of the buzzer before they would pick the ball, so they just were into twos, just like they were into twos, just like this. We have Papa Ghost and Lerato. They were in the same pair. They chose each other as a pair. So now they were just like this, waiting for the sound of buzzer to pick that ball in front, in the middle. In between, which one? I beg guys, I shall pick the ball in front of them, so their hands need to be on their above their head, while they wait for the sound of the buzzer. Meanwhile, the reason why their hands has to be that way, so that they will not keep their hands ready to pick the ball. You understand? So that was how they did it for each of the housemates. They had to go. Each pair were going one after the other. Biggie would just call each pair, just like he just did with Lerato and Ghost Papa be Papa Ghost, which one safe. So after that one, the person that those sets that pick among the pairs, the people that picked the ball first are the people that would go for the next round. And those are the ones standing here, So the ones that pick the ball first from the pairs, are the people that will go for the next round. And then the next round, what they would have to do, they gave them two mats. Then they would have to stand on that mat. You drop one, step on it, drop the other one, step on it. You must not step on the floor until you get to the other end. So the first to get to the other end, or maybe the first two to get to the other end, will be able to partake on the final round. So that was how each of the this sets right here had to partake with the mat, their legs not touching the floor. They'll drop the mat onto the next one, just like that, just two mats, to go over to the next end. You have to just make the mat the only thing available for you to step on to get to the next end. Okay, I don't know if you get it. Just like they were holding it, they drop it, step on it, drop the other one, step on it, pick up again and drop, just like that, until they got to the other end. So that was how they did this second round, right? I be third round. Okay, picking the ball. Okay, no, this is the second round, yes. The first round was who would pick the ball first. Then this one is the second round using the mat, solely for those who picked the ball first. And then getting to the other end, the people who did first was the Biggie took some time, played music for them, checking the results, and it happened to be Mich and Makeke, got to the other end first, and now they are to contest for the head of house game between the two of them. And so then the challenge for them, the last round, the final challenge, was for them to actually lie down flat, just like you see on this picture. They lie down flat, you see the ball on that other end. You have to pick it one after another and roll to the other end. You are not to pick more than one ball. You pick one, you roll, drop to the other end. You pick, but you roll back to go pick another one. You pick again, you roll again to go, just like that. That's how they were doing. So at the cost of them trying to participate on this particular challenge, Makeke started off very well. Like, he started off well. I was expecting him to even win, but just that his ball scattered. His ball did scattered, and guess what? He stood up. After he has finished putting at the other end, he stood up to go pick his ball from the other end. While Mich, his own scatter, just maybe one ball from his own end. Guess what happened? He rolled to where the ball was. He did not stand up even one bit. He rolled to where the ball was to go pick it and roll back to go drop it. So there was no time he stood up or did any mistake. No. So, but meanwhile, after everything, the ninjas counted the ball. I think that of Makeke was higher. Then afterwards, Biggie asked them to go sit on the bench. Then guess what? Afterwards, he called them to stand up, and then Mich ended up being the first ever head of house of Big Brother Nzansi, the Mosha season. Yay! Who saw that coming? Anyways, and then this is the ninja, trying to give him his badge, and then Big Brother said he should carry his badge with pride, as he's not going to be nominated this week, and also he said from nomination and every other thing. Then Biggie was like, okay, you need to choose a guest that you would need in your head of house lounge, and of course he chose Fahima. Already I've started looking at the two of them, like this guy and Fahima. They were the same pair. And I think he did not just choose Fahima because they were the same pair. No, I think they were connecting already. Because when they were even asked to choose a pair, the way they clocked their hands together, sitting together, clocked their hands, I'm like, wow, it's something about to happen here. And guys, do not forget, Fahima is a disruptor. Hey, Omo Wahala don't boss. So, hey. Mich chose a disruptor. Fahima is a disruptor who actually, she was the one that talked down on her baby, how will I put it? Her boyfriend's mom, that she's a witch, blah, 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 on tele. This Fahima. So, Mitch chose her, and then she blow kisses and said she received it with her full chest, that she accepts staying in the lounge, in the HOH lounge with her full chest with her Mitch. And she was calling her my baby, that kind of a thing. I like, okay, 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 okay. We are seeing what is happening, So afterwards, that was how the head of house game ended, and Biggie said, as we all know the rules already, you're not to share whatever you have in the head of house lounge with any of the housemates except your guests, blah, 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 blah. Now, guys, that is how Mitch ended up becoming the first head of house of this season. Now, guys, I would end this video with some of the comments about Biggie's voice, because this is actually so funny. Let's see some of them. It's actually that bad. Charisma whatsoever. I beg, can the real Biggie come up? I love New. She knows, okay, she's a distraught. Okay, okay. Because of her choice of else. Okay. Nigeria, kindly borrow us your Biggie. This big bro guy, they practice before the general public. I'm telling you, do you know what happened? Biggie would practice first, would do clear truth. Hey, wahala. No, 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 no. This one is actually a flop. I think they need to change it. I don't know whether it's from their sound or something. Biggie never healed from BBN All Stars. He is still a therapy. Let's manage small brother. This one is called little brother. Kudos to big brother. This big brother is younger brother. This junior brother. Now big brother, so we will get used with our small brother. Guys, the comments are so funny about big brother's voice. Like when I'll be watching, I'll be laughing. I'll be watching and be laughing because, guys, what is this? Even the voice is making me laugh because I think he even got better small, but just that if he wants to talk, the housemates will not hear him fast on time. He would have to repeat himself before they would hear. I think maybe it's from the sound. I think they should work on the sound or something. I don't know, but maybe as time goes on, they would work on it because people are really complaining bitterly about it. Some even said to the extent the Blue Diamonds and the Coast they started arguing on about voice. One said the voice is as slow as Blue ever career. Imagine. And the other one said, what did he say about Kosi progress? They were just arguing. I'm like, hey, you guys will not watch this bbnzansi in peace. Like, in peace, and just forget whatever thing you have with the Titan. When it comes to Titan, you guys will argue. Anyways, guys, I said I should even gist you all on how the head of house happened and how Neil picked else to sit out for the game and everything in between. Meanwhile, it is almost time for nomination. So I think I will see you guys after the nomination. Bye for now, guys.